Hello, sweet soul, and welcome to class. Today, we're going to enjoy a little more gentle flow with the intention to forgive, honor, and love ourselves. We're going to start in a Shavasana and focus on our breath, and you can always adjust the intention to whichever you need today. Let's get started on our backs, laying down and spreading all four limbs away from us. Close or lower your eyes, whichever you need most today, and start taking a couple of deep and slow breaths. Breathe in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Thinking about today's intention and really put meaning into those words. I forgive, honor, and love myself. Slowing down and deepening your breath, arriving on your mat, centering, and let the earth hold you. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through your mouth. Inhaling all the goodness, all the positivity, and exhaling your negative thoughts until you're fully surrendered on your mat, forgetting about everything else that is around you. Right now, it's only you, me, and your mat. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. One more breath. Inhale and exhale. And whenever you're ready, come up into a kneeling position. Either sit in a kneeling position on your heels or on a block. Maybe find a different comfortable position for yourself. And then wrap yourself in a big hug. Bring your right arm above your left and try to grab on the opposite shoulder blades. Maybe bring your chin down to your arms, lowering or closing the eyes, and just breathe. Give yourself the biggest and tightest and most loving squeeze of your entire day. And then exchange arms. Left above, right below. Your hands don't need to touch the opposite shoulder blade. Just imagining giving yourself a nice hug and opening up your shoulders. Take another breath. One more. Gently letting go of your self-hug and placing the left hand on your right knee and your right hand behind your right hip. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist, and maybe look over your right shoulder to the back. One more breath here. Slowly come back to center, and we'll repeat this on the other side. Left hand behind your left hip. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, twist. Look over to your left shoulder if you can. One more breath. Exhale, come back to center. Find your way onto your stomach, maybe through a high plank, lowering down. Maybe create a little pillow with your hands for your head, and we will enjoy a gentle hip opener. So bring your right knee in a 90-degree angle to your body into a half frog pose. If you feel comfortable here, lower down on your chin or your forehead and place your head on your hands. Allow yourself to sink into your hip and enjoy a couple of deep breaths. slowly come back up. Place your foot next to the left one. Bring your hands below your shoulders. Bring your shoulders back and down. Let your heart shine forwards. Focus on your back muscles. The legs are engaged and the top of the feet are pressing in the mat. Inhale, come up into a baby cobra. And exhale, come back down. Repeat this. Inhale. Exhale, come back down. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Very good. Make again a little pillow with your hands. Maybe this time have the other hand on top. Right leg stays straight behind you. Your left leg comes into a half rock position. 90-degree angle to your body or maybe higher. You can always play around and see what feels best. Maybe close or lower your eyes and relax your head on your hands. Take a couple of deep breaths here and allow yourself to sink back into your hips. Gently come back out. Place your left leg next to the right and we'll go again for a couple of cobras. If you want to try an intuitive cobra, bring the tips of your hands to the top of your mat. Elbows go out wide. Inhale, press yourself up, shoulders back and down, let your heart shine forwards. Look up. Exhale, slowly lower back down. Make a wave with your spine. Inhale, press yourself back up. And exhale, release. Imagine a wave through your spine. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. If you're more flexible, feel free to bring your hands closer to your body. Inhale. And exhale. Very well done. Inhale, press yourself back into a tabletop position with your knees below your hips and your wrists below your shoulders. And we will keep focusing on expressing movement through the spine. So feel free to go through a couple of cat and cow movements or maybe a couple of rolls, whichever feels best in the body. Drop your belly, shoulders back and down, look up, inhale. Exhale around your spine. Look to your navel, press through your hands. Maybe slow down your movements and try to feel it wherever you can. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Intuitively now. Maybe try to inhale and press yourself into a child's pose. And exhale around your spine, come back into tabletop. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, tabletop. Try to move fluidly and accentuate every vertebrae of the spine. Maybe play around a bit. Look what feels good. Move intuitively and loving. Honoring your body and waking up our spine. Maybe finding new movements, new feelings, new ways to express. You can always find rest in a child's pose if it's getting too much. Sink your hips back to your heels. Spread your fingers and bring them to the top of your mat. Bring your forehead to the mat and energetically pulling down your chest to the mat as well. Enjoying our breath again, remembering our intention. You can always stay here, or you decide to include a little shoulder stretch in your practice today. If so, clasp your hands behind your back, keeping a bend in your elbows, and starting to lift your hands and bring them towards your head, wherever feels best. And if you want to include a gentle back bend, come up into a kneeling seat. Drop your hands behind you, shoulders back and down. Maybe look up and take a breath here. You can stay here or find yourself again in a seated position, heels touching, back straight, knees are falling out to the sides. You can grab onto your ankles, maybe massage your feet, all four corners of your feet together, sitting on the fleshy part of your bottom and enjoying this gentle hip opener. Shoulders back and down, let your heart shine forwards, maybe softening your eyes again, massaging your toes, below your toes, everywhere in every spot that is usually touching the floor, and giving your feet some love as they do carry us through our entire day. The heels are either closer to the pelvis or further away. Make sure that you listen to your body, and you can either stay here or lean forwards and place your elbows not on your knees, but either on your thighs or somewhere on your lower legs. Hinge from the hips. It's okay if your back isn't straight when you lean forwards. Notice how it changes the hip opener and where else you can feel it now if you did decide to lean forwards. Your knees don't need to touch the floor. Just simply opening the hips gently. Enjoy a couple of deep breaths here, and every time you exhale, try to come a little deeper into the pose, of course respecting the body's boundaries. I'm grabbing on my ankles, but you can always bring your hands to the top of your mat and lean further forwards. And you can always add a little block here. Let's come to a little bit more of an intense hip opener by placing your left foot next to your right hip and your right foot next to your left. You can keep your feet engaged, and the goal is to stack the knees on top of each other. You can always come into a similar seated position or as close as possible, or you can just sit cross-legged, and this is called cow face. You can keep massaging your feet here. Make sure that your hips are straight and that both sit bones stay on the floor. This is a little more intense of a pose, so it's uncomfortable, but it will definitely help you with your flexibility. Bring your left hand below your right and grab onto your shoulders, or if you're a little more flexible, come into eagle arms by bringing the palms together. Lift your arms up to a 90 degree and feeling your shoulders broaden, and enjoy the feeling of being a pretzel. Inhale and exhale. Enjoying a couple of deep, sweet breaths, remembering to honor your body and not going any further than your body can or wants to. Keep breathing here. Slowly and carefully release. Unwind your eagle arms or whichever grip you had, and using your hands to help yourself get out of this pose carefully. And now we will repeat this on the other side, because as you know, we always need to stretch our both sides equally. So bring your left foot behind, the right above, and come back into your cow face. Both sitting bones are staying on the floor. You might have to wiggle around a little bit to get in the pose comfortably. And then keep massaging your feet. Keep breathing and keep relaxing with every exhale deeper into this pose. You can keep massaging your feet or grab onto the opposite of your shoulders, or again find your eagle arms with the right arm below the left, grabbing onto the palms and lifting the elbows to a 90-degree angle, maybe closing down the eyes. And now breathe. Through the nose, inhale. And through the mouth, exhale. Whenever you're ready, slowly and gently release your arms and help yourself out of the pose with your hands. Keep your knees bent and together and make yourself like a little ball. Give yourself a hug, maybe grab on the other elbows, maybe even lifting up your feet and going for a gentle balancing pose. Just being in this moment and appreciating yourself. You can place your forehead on your knees and maybe give yourself a little forehead massage. Maybe realizing and honoring the love that you're feeling right now, this peace that you've created in your body and in your mind, and forgiving yourself. And whenever you're ready, we'll meet each other on the backs of your mats and finishing our practice with a little inversion. Bringing your feet hip distance apart, touching your heels with your fingertips, keeping the knees straight, so not letting them spread out. Toes are looking straight forward to the bottom of your mat. Inhale, lifting your bottom up, raising your hip towards the sky, maybe bringing your chin to your chest, pushing through the heels and keeping your glutes relaxed, almost coming up on your shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, slowly rolling down vertebrae for vertebrae, back onto your mat. Inhale, roll back up, intentionally moving through the spine. Exhale, release back down. One more, slowly rolling up, lifting your pelvis, your lower back, and your upper back. Maybe clasp your hands below you, coming even further on your shoulders. And exhale, vertebrae for vertebrae, release back on your mat. Taking one deep breath in and release. Spreading all four limbs away from you. Letting your feet splay out, maybe coming into a starfish kind of shavasana, where you just take up as much space as possible. Lowering or closing down the eyes. Taking a couple more deep breaths and going back to just existing. Maybe you enjoy doing a body scan to make sure that your whole entire body is fully relaxed, starting at the toes and the feet, going up your legs, your hips, your pelvis, your stomach, chest, shoulders, back, relaxing the upper arms, the lower arms, the hands and the fingers, your facial muscles, neck and throat, the space in between your eyebrows, and wherever you hold tension, just let go and sinking into your mat more with every exhale. You can stay here for as long as you want, as long as your body feels like it needs to relax. Maybe remembering the intention that you set in the beginning of this class, putting meaning in those words, and being grateful for being here today, and making time for yourself, allowing yourself to expand, explore, and grow without judgment on how it might look like, finding your normal breath and enjoying the present moment as it's meant to be. If you want to finish your practice with me today, start bringing life back in the body, stretching all four away from you like a big morning stretch, bringing the knees in your chest and rolling onto your favorite side for a moment, knowing that your body is your home and your safe place. Keeping the eyes closed, slowly coming up into a comfortable seated position. I chose the easy seat, bringing the right foot in front of the left, the heels close to the pelvis, sitting straight, and placing your hands on your knees for one more slow and last breath together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release everything. Inhale, bring your hands above you, palms touching, maybe look up. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your third eye, the space in between your eyebrows. May you have thoughts of wisdom and clarity. Run your thumbs down to your mouth. May you speak words of kindness and compassion. And bring your thumbs back to your heart space. May you feel and give the love that you truly deserve. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I hope you discovered a new kind of self-love and compassion. Have a wonderful day and see you tomorrow. Namaste.